myself. I was burnt out. I was working more than I'd ever worked. I was at a total standstill just in terms of I'd withdrawn. Even though I was still doing my daily activities and still doing what was required of me, I completely really withdrawn. And I wasn't really present with my wife. I wasn't present as much as I could be with my children. I wasn't certainly present as much as I could have been in my business. And then June of 2020, I knew something needed to change.
When you're in business at the beginning, you start off with all of this really positive energy and you're ready to go and get things done. And I think that once you kind of get a couple of years into business, you can sometimes get bogged down and forget the magic side of it and the manifestation and kind of making magic happen.
She really helped guide me through my own scarcity mindset, my mindset behind money, my mindset behind my self-esteem, the belief that I could do this. She really pushed me outside my comfort zone. And it got to a point where I was ready to commit and I was ready to, push that button to go full steam ahead.
I'm somebody who has a lot of ambition, a lot of drive, and that's gotten me to the point where I work at a top-tier tech company now. And that's great, but I've always had a lot of side hustle ambitions, other things I wanted to try that I thought I could build bigger than my current career. And I had so many things that I created my own obstacles and I kind of slowed down.
I was on the hunt for change. I was on the hunt for trying to figure out why I had not reached what I felt was my potential.
I needed somebody to help me scale my business because as of now I still have my corporate job, so my coaching business is on the side and my job is full-time. And I was doing a lot of one-on-one coaching in the morning and in the evenings, and I didn't really have any time for marketing or sales. So I didn't know how to actually scale my business by going outside and finding more clients.
She'll help you go to a level that you've never even been before. Literally some of the greatest transformations I've ever been in my life have been conversations with her and her facilitating and helping me grow and then putting it into practice. One thing that she's helped me so much with is that it's great to talk about ideas. It's great to begin with, a thought or something like a new strategy, whatever it is, but the implementation, where you implementing it, everything like that. And so we've worked so well on that side, on the energy, on the frequency, on the transformation side, helping me create new identities that I needed to believe, to become, so that I could become the next level of life. And the results have been astounding. My business grew, my income grew, which are all great things. But I have to tell you, my personal happiness went to all new levels. My relationship with my wife has gone to all new levels. I'm a significantly better husband and father than I was, and I was a good one before, but significantly better. My spiritual growth has been unbelievable. My connection with Source, if that's important to you as it was with me. And then my ability to really draw things into my life, my ability to manifest and create through some of the strategies and tactics and ideas that we've worked with and aligning my energy. I'm telling you, this will be one of the greatest investments you're ever going to make.
Felt like a little bit unmotivated and just kind of bogged down and had lost my connection with my business and making magic happen, not only for myself, but to make sure that also happened for my clients. And as from the first session, I just felt completely transformed afterwards, because we not only talked about the strategy side, but we also talked about energetics and how I could change kind of what I was feeling now into being excited again and feeling connected. And that's a really important thing for me, is feeling connected within my business, to my clients, and to all the future people that I'm going to be able to help. And this is what I feel most coaches miss.
She helped me put business systems in place. I mean, talk about up-leveling yourself. I got to up-level myself with just really putting the infrastructure behind it, building out a team, increasing my pricing. I definitely had an ROI with my investment with Tiffany, but I also from there was able to double my pricing and then double them again. And because I had that belief, I had that confidence, I had the self-esteem, but more importantly, I had the infrastructure in place that I knew that I was a solid business. I wasn't just a solopreneur. I was a full functioning business. Tiffany helped me do that.
One of the amazing things I really appreciate that Tiffany did for me was help me create clarity around what the next best step was so that I could start achieving my goals and then moving forward for once. On top of that, once we created that clarity, she gave me tools and practices that would enhance my ability to get those things done. For instance, proper schedule management, which really got my productivity back on track. But then above all that, I think one of the great things I really appreciate that she did for me was help me connect to the why of what I'm doing and the value that I'm providing to those I'm trying to serve. All this was really helpful because it helped me get that momentum back. I could see the connection through my actions to the future result of the value that I would provide.
I mean, I was pretty happy before, but now I'm very joyous. I'm very happy. Like, most of the time, I'm like in awe, and I'm like always very surprised with all these little gifts of life because of what she taught me about, just basically like how we're protected and how we can just have faith and lean in, and our needs are met just by doing that. And I had known that intellectually in the past, but it didn't really click until I started working with her. And it was really amazing that she has so many tools for all these questions and all these issues I had. Like, she had like a deep, like a miraculous pocket where like all these magical tools come out. So I'm always very impressed by that. And the second area that really where I saw improvement is, of course, in business. My business grew, and basically in a few months my revenue doubled. Just by doing one-on-one coaching still. And I still have my corporate job on the side. Well, it's kind of on the side, but it's still full-time. So this coaching gig is still my part-time business. So it's pretty amazing that I was able to grow this business in such a short time with all these restrictions on time. And the third thing is, every time I had a coaching session with her, after that I'm like really impressed about what she had done, and I listened to her calls and I used her tools, and as a result my coaching skills improved, and I started noticing that my clients started getting much bigger results, and it's a function of the toolkit that she uses with me, but also how she taught me how to generate energy and how to improve my energy and how to increase my energy container. So all of that actually transpires to my clients' results.
My income has quadrupled since last year. I am more productive. I have more freedom and ease and joy and fulfillment and peace when I go through my workday, because I no longer have this kind of like frenetic, out of control feeling like I had always in the past. And I just have this deep knowing that I can accomplish the goals that I set forth.
I think after 1 month of working together, I broke into my first 5-figure month, which was amazing. And then also she helped me hire a team. So I hired a VA for the first time. Took me a couple of different people, but really understanding, how to hire the right person, how to set it up, how to interact in the way that it's efficient, and working on the marketing reach out together. It was huge. I have an amazing VA right now. I'm so excited. Then we did some next level branding and positioning, which was huge to actually get some really clear messaging going. And personally, a huge progress that I'm still working on, for the next level is to make decisions based on what excites you the most and following my intuition more.
The calls were life-changing. I have since then done a complete 360 in my life. I have changed my job. I've launched 3 new businesses. I have really transformed in ways that would be too much to put into this video.
She helped me with my energy, with my courage, with my productivity, with my mental state, with my psychology, name it. It's really holistic approach. It's 360 degrees transformational.
I promise you, almost immediately, you're going to see an impact. You're going to see transformations in yourself, things you can start doing, strategies you can apply, levels that you can start really going up in your life. It'll be the greatest investment, one of the greatest investments of time and money that you ever could put in.
I know that she has the business and marketing strategy, but also from an energetics point of view, from a manifestation point of view, and from making what feels impossible not only seem possible, but then it actually kind of comes to fruition. And that's, for me, what makes her stand out and the reason why I want to work with her.
And she also shares her business strategies. She shares with you what has worked for her. She makes it easy for you. You're never reinventing anything from scratch.
And then another important thing to understand is Tiffany is a proven entrepreneur. So in her coaching practice, she's really effective at being more than just an accountability partner. She got me to a point through challenging myself to step up, not only for myself, but my business.
I read her website. Somebody said that she's a female version of Tony Robbins. So I was just getting really ready to take massive action.
I've worked with a lot of coaches, and there are no words to really capture how phenomenal the coaching is with Tiffany Julie.
Maybe the reason why it really worked first is because we have connection. I can say I'm very comfortable. I can say whatever I want to say, and we even say I love you to one another, which is very funny.
So working with Tiffany, we first of all felt the entire time extremely supported. I think it can be so scary to start out and do a business on your own, and having that support that you actually feel like you know what the steps are, you know what you're doing, and you see instant progress was huge.
I think the thing that surprised me the most was how she just sometimes intuitively seemed to know where I was struggling without me even telling her. So that was kind of eye-opening for me. I felt like all of a sudden somebody was just seeing into my soul.
This will be one of the greatest investments you're ever going to make. Investing in yourself is by far the greatest investment. I'm in the investment business, by the way. That's what I actually do for a living. And there's been no greater investment I've ever made. Any of the investments I've had, any of the stocks, any of the investments in cryptos, any of that stuff, nothing has paid me better than investing in myself and working with Tiffany Julie.
So if you are teetering on the edge of working with Tiffany, then I would just say go for it. It's some of the best money I've ever spent in my life, in my business life. So yeah, just absolutely go for it.
And just know that wherever you're at in your journey, I have 100% confidence that Tiffany can meet you there, help you accelerate where you are, and fast track your future to your dream life.
So if you're looking to grow, try something new, do something different, achieve the next level, just become the best version of yourself, Tiffany is an excellent choice to entrust your future with.
But just do it, go for it. You'll see yourself, and you will never feel more supported.
Know that you are getting someone who is in it with you. I hope you found this valuable, and if you haven't decided, I hope you decided now to invest into Tiffany.
It's all worth it. So if you want to have this kind of transformation, go for it. Get her as a coach, because it's really worth it. You're gonna have this transformation from inside and out. So I can't wait for you to have that. Invest in yourself.